Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt. And this is the Matt and Dave Show.
Woo!
Welcome back again. We've got so much to talk about today.
Dude.
So much. I'm going to hit you up with something that we haven't talked too much about, but you know what's happening.
Hit me.
I was just going through the weekend box office numbers.
Yes.
And to, I don't think anybody's surprised, Halloween opened in first place. Came just shy. It was tracking to beat Venom's October record.
Really?
It came just shy of that. It made $77.5 million this weekend. Venom's opening weekend was $80.2 million. So
and that's
just
like
shy.
an October record?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, people
accounting for inflation or not accounting for inflation?
I mean, you never count for inflation.
Fair enough.
So that's
fair
the
enough.
thing. That's how studios make it sound so good.
Right.
I would actually be interested in like taking all that and like adjusting
Accounting for
everything.
inflation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's. Yeah, can I just say something real fast?
Oh no, you can say all the things. I mean, your name's in the title.
That's true.
Yeah.
I am really trying to stop myself from saying but
Oh yeah.
I am, yeah, because I know that I'm doing it so much.
Yeah, it's tough.
And it's one of those things that I do because I want to continue going, but my mind needs to catch up with my mouth.
Oh, I understand.
I know you understand.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing this to your attention.
Yeah. Do you know what mine is?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I say actually far too much.
Really?
Yes.
I've never paid attention to that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mine is definitely actually, and it's the worst.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking condescending. Like to say, well, actually, it's like
It does sound like a dick thing to say.
It is totally. Yeah. I mean, and I can say it with the most pleasant tones and mean it in the most sincere way, but the word itself is just terrible. And I've really worked hard to like try and stamp it out of my lexicon, and it is tough. So I sympathize.
I'm worried though that if I
sympathize.
No, I hear. I know that's unusual for you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work it out, but here's the thing that bothers me. I know my head is not going to let me say it without thinking about not saying it, and that's going to prevent my next thought.
Right.
So
your butt umming will actually cause more butt umming because
my
you
not
have
butt umming will
yeah,
cause
because
more
you'll have to think about something else to
exactly.
say while you're butt umming, which will make that butt umming more like, oh God, I have to yeah.
Actually, you're correct.
Yeah.
And so now what's going to happen is people are going to listen, and then anytime we say but or actually, they're going to be like, oh,
nope,
there it is.
There it is. Which is fine.
It's like a new Matt and Dave drinking game.
Yeah.
So you do that.
Which I am completely and utterly fine with. Please point that out.
Yes. Getting back to the box office.
Yes.
So it's interesting that it I mean, open number one, no surprise, but it did fall just shy.
Which is like, if you had told me that a Halloween sequel would like crush an October box office record, I would have laughed at you.
That's true. And you know, the interesting thing too
all
is
the times.
The interesting thing that I like, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go see it soon. I actually ordered the original so I could watch that before I go see it because I know there's a lot of comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see it because I have heard that, and I want to see like how much of a sequel / reboot. And that's if it's a reboot, that's a sequel. I think that's interesting. Like a remake that's a sequel to the original, so it's a throwback for the original fans, but you can kind of get into it as a new person.
Yeah.
I like it. So I want to hear it. But I've heard conflicting things about it.
Really?
Yeah, like
I've heard very
I've
positive
heard great
things about it.
And then I've heard like some things people are complaining about the types of like the tone of the movie. Sometimes it's a slasher film, sometimes it's like really funny and they don't really know what they want it to be.
Sure.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, because I was talking to the missus about it, and
Yeah.
she was genuinely excited
The new Halloween?
about the idea. Yeah, she listened to an NPR interview with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, right. So she'll
about
listen to
it.
that, but she won't listen to us.
Yeah, because that's NPR.
That's
and
true.
She
They have
lives
clout,
with
we
me.
don't.
Yeah, and I think it's more that she lives with me and has to listen to my inane bullshit on the daily.
Yeah, it's true.
but she was like, yeah, it's it's about this girl that like deals with trauma and like kind of explaining like Jamie Curtis's take on the character and
which is one of the reasons why she jumped back to do it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, this sounds like Terminator 2.
Yes. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. She's like, because evidently she's become a bit of a doomsday prepper,
right? Yeah,
and shit like that. I'm like, oh my god, this is like totally Terminator 2,
which you can tell from the trailer. I didn't actually put those two things together.
Yeah, but like, I'm like, because she's actually seen Terminator 1.
Your wife,
yes,
has seen the first Terminator, but she hasn't seen T2.
Hasn't seen T2.
What?
I know, and that's like the badass fucking Terminator.
That's the best one.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Wow.
but only like, I mean, the Sarah Connor shit in that is just,
yeah.
Oh my god,
Mhm.
that like, and she switches characters from such a movie, like you fucking zoom in on her doing this fucking reverse, like gorilla press pull ups, and you're just like, fuck, she has changed.
Yeah.
There's been some shit, and I'm like, oh my god, like, so now I have to try and get her to see T2. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get her to see Halloween. Like, that's not gonna be
The
a
original.
thing. Yeah, she's not gonna see either of them.
You don't think she'll see the new one?
No, she won't see the.
All right, well, that's fair.
Yeah, she's not into horror, but I could get her to see an action flick.
Sure.
And I think like getting her to see T2 would be kind of badass.
I'm sure she would love it.
Yeah.
Your wife is kind of like a Lyndall Hamilton.
I know.
Sarah Connor type.
Yeah.
Without the doomsday.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know. Oh my god, you don't know. There's a bunker out back.
I bet there is. That's the whole reason why you got this house.
That's right.
Well, getting back to the box office.
Yeah, we live right near the water, so we could dig a hole in the ground. I really
so
like.
the shit hits the fan. You have a direct passage to the ocean.
Yeah.
So getting back to the box office, Venom actually dropped down to number 3.
Yeah,
which I don't know.
Still good.
I mean, look, it's made like 166 million. It's not bad. They're gonna make a sequel. People seem to like it. I still have no desire to see it. I'm curious now that the majority of the people who have seen it, not critics, but the actual general movie going public, they seem to enjoy it. So now I'm like, all right, well, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
When it's free at the library, or before then. Like I don't have a hard stance like Justice League. What's surprising was the number 2 movie,
which I
want to talk a little bit about.
Oh,
A Star is Born.
Dude, I'm so stoked to see that movie.
That movie was made $126 million. I have got to say that it is probably one of the better movies that I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah?
There's so much in it that is amazing. And I've thought about this movie over and over and over again because there's a lot of themes that, not to bring everybody down, there's a lot of themes that are just kind of mirroring what I happen to be feeling right now.
Sure.
Mostly there's a message in it about, people being talented, and it's not so much the talent, it's what you have to say and how you say it.
Sure.
And the things that I've done outside of the Matt and Dave Show, you have been close to or a part of. Yeah. So you know that having a message, having something to say with whatever I'm doing is important to me.
Yes. Very much so.
And this movie kind of touches on that a lot. Now, if you're familiar with A Star is Born, this is the 4th time that it's been made, which is interesting too because there is a line in the movie about how all the songs are the same. It's just what you do. It's the same 12 notes.
Yes.
In different octaves, and then 12 notes, and then you do 12 notes again, and how does each artist interpret that? Yeah. And that's true of this movie. Like there are some similar beats to the previous movies, but I think overall this isn't about stardom. This is a love story and about how real love, like truly people that truly love each other, support each other through the bad times and the good times and what happens. It's a very sad story, very great story. Lady Gaga blew me out of the water.
She's good, man.
She's very, very good, and it was interesting seeing her as this character because something that has always fascinated me with Lady Gaga was how she's changed from Stephanie.
Yes.
Whatever her last name was. I don't even remember. But I remember the first seeing her with her long brown hair at the piano just singing her heart out. And now she's Lady Gaga. Everything's, everything's an
11.
epic. Yeah, everything's an 11. Everything is an epic show and this very much kind of works the same way. Even though she said in interviews that she's very different from Allie because the character is kind of shy and kind of reserved, doesn't really like songwriting, thinks she's no good. And Lady Gaga will say that she was the opposite. She'd walk around New York, dragging her piano behind her, banging on doors, getting people to listen to her.
Yeah.
And I believe that, but it's the change. It's the how she starts, and then when she gets involved with a record label, she starts dyeing her hair, and dancers are involved.
Yep.
It's less about the words and the music, even though that's how it started, and and it's not that typical. And that was one of the things that I liked about it. It's not that typical stardom story where she completely sells herself. She is able to keep some of herself into this performance, and I dug that. But I'd like to know, like, from her perspective, like, how she felt about that. Like, was the Lady Gaga personality her decision, or was it a way for her to be more of what she really truly was? Was it something that the record company wanted from her?
Sure.
I don't know, but it was fascinating to see that in this movie. Bradley Cooper can sing.
Yes.
Apparently, he worked with like a voice coach for like a year,
Yeah.
year and a half, and then had more training 6 months after that.
Yeah.
All the songs are original
Yep.
songs. They're not the same songs from the First Star Is Born. If you get a chance and you've seen the movie, I strongly suggest going and watching some interviews with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga about how they shot some of the concert scenes and things like that. But the most amazing part of this movie for me, after I thought about it, was Sam Elliott.
Dude, Sam Elliott is the fucking shit. I love Sam Elliott.
But here's the thing about Sam Elliott. Like, he has this, like, hard shell,
just
right?
grizzled.
Yeah, he's like a grizzled guy. Even, I bet you loved him on Parks and Rec,
Oh,
didn't
dude,
you?
yeah.
Wasn't he great?
Oh, he fucking great.
Like, he was
he's
himself.
Great in everything
He's
that
great
he
in
does.
everything he does.
Yeah.
He is amazing in this. And there's a moment in this movie between him and Bradley Cooper that just, my heart bled for Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
And I've never seen, and the dude cries in the movie. Like, he cries on camera, and like, just I didn't
It's like
know
watching your grandpa cry for the first time.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I've never seen this man. It's like watching your dad cry for the first time. Like, things you never ever see.
Yeah.
As
He's
a
such
kid.
good actor too. Yeah.
And he's so good. And he even said, like, this was the most amazing experience for him on a film. Like, when he got done, he walked away from this movie really feeling like he gained a brother in Bradley Cooper. It's an amazing,
Which I'm
amazing
sure
movie.
sounds so much cooler coming from Sam
It
Elliott.
is.
Like,
Well, the funny thing is, so he says this, right?
Yeah.
He says this. He's really.
brother.
He says this, and the interviewer says, "I see you're getting kind of emotional, like you're a little tearing up right now." He's like, "Well, it's probably because I've been up since 3:00 in the morning." And it's like back to like Sam Elliott. I was
God,
like,
that's
"Yes,
awesome."
If I find that interview again, I'll send it
Send
to you.
it,
So you
send
can,
it.
just that blurb.
I
is
saw
gonna be great
him.
for you.
I saw him interviewed on Colbert for this, and he was just talking about, because I didn't even know he was in the movie until I saw
Yeah.
that interview.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Until he was in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, it's Sam Elliott."
Right. Well, it's
Oh,
funny
shit.
because you did cast Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga in a movie. Like, you're gonna get overshadowed.
Sure,
In
absolutely.
the press junkets
Yeah.
about that. Like, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But he was talking about, like, when he got to Hollywood, like, there was a guy that was like, "Man, you need voice lessons. You just gotta work out. You gotta get rid of that accent. Like, just ditch it. Like, you're never gonna go anywhere with that, like, deep country drawl." And Sam Elliott's like, "Well, he was wrong.
Yeah.
Clearly wrong."
Very wrong. Yes.
Because he's on that what's that Netflix show about the old people falling in love?
Sam Elliott,
Yeah. He did a couple guest spots on
the show that you like,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
Jane Fonda and
Grayson something.
Oh yeah, Grace and Frankie.
Grayson Frankie.
Yeah, so
he was on that.
yeah, he did
Okay.
he had a, I mean, because he's an attractive old
Sure.
person, so they're gonna put him on that show. He was a potential love interest for Jane Fonda,
Mhm.
which you're like, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, that
Yeah.
would be it. I could see that. I could totally see that. And they were talking about him, and they're like, oh my God, there are 10 people on this planet that can pull off that mustache. He is 7 of them.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, really, like,
very true.
nobody else rocks a mustache
Yeah.
like fucking Sam Elliott rocks a mustache.
It's very true.
In fashion, out of fashion, does not matter. That dude rocks at something fierce.
So speaking of being overshadowed in this movie,
Yes.
I want to drop a couple things. I'm gonna not. This isn't spoiler, but I'm gonna tell you some people who are in the movie.
Okay.
And for me, it was like, holy shit, what are they doing in this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
First off, and I think it needs to be said that for our theater fans, Anthony Ramos, who, if you're familiar with Hamilton,
Oh.
was the original Lawrence and his son, Hamilton Jr. Freaking, his name escapes me. But yeah, so he was in the original, and this is like his first major film.
Yeah.
But the ones that were really shocking to me, well, not really shocking. Greg Grunberg was in it.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, he has a little bit. He plays Samuel. I'm sorry, he plays. That was his name. Bradley Cooper's driver in the movie.
Oh, nice. Great.
Okay, so two names that are just amazing. Like, what the fuck are they doing in this movie? Dave Chappelle and Eddie Griffin.
Really?
Dave Chappelle shows up in the movie towards the end of the movie, and you're like, what the fuck is he doing in this movie? Is that Dave Chappelle? Like, I said that out loud. Like the theater was half full, and I was like, is that Dave Chappelle? Oh shit.
Sorry.
But the other one that just blew me out of the water, I was watching this guy, and I was like, he's familiar to me as something. I've seen him in things before. Why do I know this? Oh, that's Andrew Dice Clay.
Fucking Dice Man's in it?
He plays Lady Gaga's dad. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
And he is amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
He is brilliant. He has a couple of lines where I'm like, damn, I feel that.
So, Andrew Dice Clay is just a character, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
like,
yeah. But I've never actually seen him be anything other than Andrew Dice Clay.
Nobody really has.
Well, in this movie, he is not Andrew Dice Clay.
Right.
He is a father from Jersey.
Yeah.
Who loves his daughter, who's trying to do right by his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He has this. I can tell you, the acting in this movie is some of the best acting all over that I've ever seen before in my life.
Really?
Like,
wow, you're real snooty about it.
I am.
Too.
I'm really snooty. And that was the thing. I was explaining to the girlfriend on the way home that, like, I was having a real problem with Lady Gaga's performance because
it was so much great acting.
No. It was either really bad or it was so subtle and real that it was too good to be true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now I really want to see
the
this
more
movie.
I think about it, I'm like, I think she's just, like, that was just really good. There's a moment where she comes out on stage. He brings her out on stage, and you know how I'm about actors touching their face when they're trying to convey emotion.
Yes. It's a pet peeve.
Fucking hate it.
Yeah, I know.
Whenever you're in one of my productions,
don't touch your face.
Don't touch your fucking face when you're trying to show me something.
So I'm going to constantly touch my face when you talk about
I hate
this.
it. Like, it's that nose thing. It's like putting your hands on your nose so you're hiding your eyes, your face, because you're not comfortable with how you're feeling or what you're supposed to be doing.
I can't emote.
So
Cover the face.
there's this moment where he's trying to bring her on stage, and he ends up doing the song and trying to convince her to come out, and she finally, like, you see her there. She's trying to, like, build up, like, should I do it? Should I go? And she does. And then she's out there, she's doing it, and it's like she can't believe that she's doing it.
Right.
And so she, like, touches her face and does this stuff, but it was so real.
Sure.
And it's Lady Gaga, so you're like, she has no problem being on that stage, but it wasn't Lady Gaga. It was this character. It was this girl, and it was like thinking about it driving home. I'm like, it wasn't that great. It was okay. Yeah, she did all right. No, it was good. It was pretty good. It was really great. You know what? Wow, she's impressive. Blow me away.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good.
That seems to be how I felt about Courtney Love in
Man on the Moon.
No, not Man on the Moon.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, yes, Man on the Moon, but had seen her in something else before Man on the Moon.
Oh, okay. I hadn't.
The one about the Hustler guy, the guy that made Hustler.
People versus Larry Flint.
People versus Larry Flint.
Yes.
That's how I felt about Courtney Love and
Okay.
People versus Larry Flint. I
All
was
right.
like, wow, really, fuck. I think I really liked her in that movie.
Yeah.
I think she's really good in it. And then you see her in Man on the Moon. You're like, oh yeah, dude,
She's really good.
she's good at this.
Yeah.
like it.
If she could keep her marbles together in her real life, she probably would have had a really great career.
She could do some shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I expect that out of Lady Gaga. Like,
well, I had never seen Lady Gaga. I know she was in American Horror Story.
yep, yeah.
I had never seen that.
I had neither. No.
So I had no, I figured, well, singer, it's not a stretch. I would love to see her do something else that is not similar to what she does in real life.
Sure,
where she doesn't
sure.
have to sing.
No, I understand. I think, I expected that she would be at least okay in this. Like, based on, I think she's a wonderful performer. And she just seems like she would be a good all around performer. And she got her start in acting. Like, she was a kid on The Sopranos. She was one of Meadows' friends on The Sopranos back when she was Stephanie
Whatever.
Giancani.
Stephanie Brown-hair piano player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stephanie Brown-hair piano player. So like I expected like a Midland shot at it. Like she would be like, but Courtney Love, like that girl's a fucking train wreck on stage. I did not expect to see. I mean, she did play a train wreck, but still, I mean, like, but she is like she's just a train wreck.
Not much of a stretch.
Right.
That's
right.
kind of the thing about this, about Lady Gaga. That's not much of a stretch.
Right.
And I would say, to your point, if you don't feel the same way I do about performances, if you're not as critical as acting, or you can't recognize it, or don't even pay attention to it, I think at the very least you're going to say she was okay.
You'll still like the movie.
I still think you'll like the movie. I think I don't think that there's any chance that you don't appreciate the performance or can say, "Oh, she sucks," unless you're a Venom fan and buy into the fanboy shit.
What?
Oh, you didn't know about that?
What?
Oh, yeah. Fanboys are all up in arms because they were blaming like Lady Gaga and her fans for putting down Venom because they opened in the same week and all this shit.
You have got to be shitting
There
me.
is no end to fanboys crying.
You have got to be kidding me. Venom fans are
We
pissed
have
at
to
Lady Gaga.
See, here's the thing.
Oh god. What a weird fucking crossover of bullshit that is.
And you would think that there would be a lot more, like, you know, with the kind of crowd that Lady Gaga has.
Yeah.
You would think that there would be more crying from the other side.
Right.
We have to come up with a new name for this type of fandom because, and toxic fandom doesn't even count. Like,
no.
I wouldn't even want to use the word fan or fandom. Like, it's obsessive.
It's fanaticism.
It's fanaticisms, fanatics.
Fanatics.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a better. Fanboys I don't like because
Boom.
they're good fanboys.
Coined a word.
Yeah, I like it. Fanatics. I think we should come up with a new word though.
Yeah.
We'll use fanatics for now.
We do. Yeah.
But yeah, the people who just make everything shitty because of their
Yeah,
perception,
their belief,
how
that
they
this is
receive it,
the
they
best
bully.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
Oy.
Fucking word.
It's
But I
the
had
worst.
no idea. I had no clue.
Oh yeah, look it
Oh,
up, man.
my
I'm surprised
God.
with as much as you're on. The
I
internet.
know. No, I had not seen any
Yeah,
of that.
it's
I mean, that
crazy.
doesn't bleed over into my industry, but still, like that, I was real.
Still, you are plugged into.
I
you
know.
plugged in for shit for the show for the
yeah,
Matt Dave
yeah.
show.
I did not see any of that.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, the A Star Is Born gets the Matt and Dave show 50% thumbs up until Dave sees it and can give you his thumb up. But
yeah,
I'm
going to let you know. I'm probably going to like
I
it.
want you to know. And see, here's the thing. This is the problem with me seeing things and coming on and talking about it.
Yeah,
before
I don't
you
mind.
see it. I don't want to. I don't want to raise your expectations. I mean, it's a good film. I think that I think you would have liked it anyway.
Oh, I'm going to like.
But I certainly appreciated how.
Yeah, you didn't.
Fucking great this movie
I
was.
honestly, I'm surprised. Like, I'm more surprised at your liking of it than I am moved by
Really?
your liking of it. Yeah, I was just like when I heard that you liked it, like really, really liked it. I was like, oh, all right. Then my anticipation and my read of this movie seems justified.
There must be something with me and movies. I must have really secretly wanted to be a rock star.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, everybody does. I mean, I think
Until
that's,
you're actually one, and you're like,
Yeah, sure, yeah. I think that's actually one of the other things you like about this movie.
Yeah,
I think you
yeah.
appreciate it. But
Yeah.
I think maybe secretly somewhere I want to be a rock star because I really like movies about being a musician. Like
Yeah.
Almost Famous is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
That I tell people about.
that
You know,
I tell
like-
people about.
Like,
Yo, the Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars is still a solid flick. You could come out.
hey man, fight me.
2018.
It's true.
We welcome you.
I want a remake. I want a live action remake of the Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars.
That's a sound
I
bite.
wouldn't put it past
That's
Disney.
a sound bite.
It is, it
That's
really
a sound
is.
bite.
Listen to the Matt and Dave show.
Yeah. 2018, I want a live action remake of Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars.
Hey, pretty soon they're going to be out of remakes to remake
Yeah, it's true.
live action remakes.
VR remakes. Gonna call it next. You're gonna be able to do a virtual
You'll be able to live in the movie.
Yeah.
Which would be like reading Ready Player One.
Yep.
You need to read Ready Player One.
Yep.
I can't get off the Brave Little Toaster now.
You can't. You can't.
I
It
don't
was,
even
it was
remember
just
what
the
we're talking
weirdest, most obscure thing I could think of.
about. I know.
And that's
Oh,
not even
man.
like the main Brave Little Toaster movie.
I know. That's like that's the sequel.
That's like the shitty sequel to
yeah.
it.
That's like Honey We Blew Ourselves. It's Honey We Shrunk Ourselves. But that's what that is. It's like
I
Honey,
think I
Shrunk
just
Ourselves.
blew myself.
I think I just blew myself.
Honey, I think I just blew myself. I have to make that poster now. Just Rick Moranis in blue.
blue.
Honey, I think I just blew myself.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
wearing the cut off jean shorts.
Yes. Yeah. Never nude.
That's great.
He's a
That's
never nude.
fantastic.
I really don't even know where we were at with that.
We can move on.
We really just derailed that.
So now, we
No, we were talking about Rockstar movies.
were talking about Rockstar movies. Yeah, I think there's something because
Did you like the Mark Wahlberg one?
Yes, I love Rockstar.
Rockstar was good.
Rockstar is one of the 4 movies that I can watch anytime that it's on. Doesn't matter if I just saw it yesterday. I'll put it on. I gotta watch it. We could talk about that another show because I think there's some interesting choices in there.
Okay.
You can come up with like 4 or 5 because I've got 3 that I can think of off the top of my head.
All right.
But that's an interesting topic for a
All right,
show.
well,
one day. But yes, I loved Rockstar.
We'll table that.
I loved Rockstar. Loved it. I love the. Oh, that would be a good band too. I love them.
Oh, Steel Dragon.
Steel Dragon, man.
Yep,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I love that thing you do.
It's a good fake band. Yeah.
That thing you do is great.
Yep.
You know. I just all the music. I don't know what it is, but I must want to be like a rock
This
star.
is Spinal Tap.
I mean, Spinal Tap is Spinal Tap.
You're right,
you know?
right.
That doesn't really. That doesn't. That's so much of a comedy spoof. It doesn't really.
It's true. It's
register.
very. It's very, very true.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
100% yes.
So I wanted to start talking about this other stuff because I think this other topic is going to drive us through the rest of the show.
I know where you're at.
You do
and
know where I'm at.
Of course, I know where you're at.
I think we need to dissect this
All right.
and speculate
All
and
right.
report,
pontificate.
For those of you that don't know, we talk a lot about comic book movies.
Because that's prevalent in today's pop culture.
It really is today's pop. I mean, it is the driving force behind today's pop culture, which is great.
And we're giant nerds.
And we're giant nerds, yes. And we are the appropriate fanboys, if you will.
At least we think so. Maybe they think so too. Oh my God, we've become the thing we hate. He's so broken right now.
No, I was going to say something, but I didn't want to.
Oh, you swallowed something?
I did.
That's not bad.
Because it wasn't really relevant to what we talk about.
Okay,
Here.
it's fair. It's fair.
So, the news came out a week ago that, to nobody's surprise, I don't think, Netflix made its first Marvel cancellation with
Cut.
Iron Fist.
Yes.
Cut it completely.
Yep. Which I was a little disappointed.
A lot of people were.
I was disappointed.
I remember after the first season, a lot of people were like, cancel the show.
Right.
The second season came out. People enjoyed it.
I did.
I did not watch it. And
I
now I don't
enjoyed
think
it.
I will. But
I
people were
enjoyed
like,
it.
"Oh yeah, it was pretty good." All right,
Yeah.
I'm interested
I
to see where the third
absolutely
season
enjoyed
goes.
it. Yeah.
I'm interested to see. And then I heard the second season kind of ended on a small cliffhanger,
Yeah.
kind of like open ended, which
Yeah.
most things do.
Well, I mean, the second season does a good job of
Right.
setting up some other stuff.
Sure.
That would, like, if you didn't like Iron Fist,
Mhm.
it does a good job of setting up a whole bunch of different shit
Right.
that is not Iron Fist.
Right.
Which I think is cool, which
Yeah.
is very, very cool. And you should watch it.
So they canceled it. They canceled it a week ago.
Or they fucking canceled it. So
now
fuck that.
you could even go back a little bit further and say that things were starting to change when
Inhumans?
I would even go back and say when Disney announced that they were going to have their own streaming service. One of the
Yes.
questions was
Which I think is the driving force of
well,
this.
we'll get to that.
But we'll get there.
Which was interesting because one of the first things people said was, "Well, what about the Netflix Marvel shows?"
Right.
And everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna continue working together. It's great. We think they're great shows. There's no reason to. It's a great relationship. There's nothing.
Right.
There's nothing to see here, right?"
Right.
Defenders comes out,
Yep.
and I don't know why Defenders had a lukewarm welcome. I loved it. I thought
I
Defenders
enjoyed
was
it
great.
quite a bit, yeah.
I mean, I watched the first season of Iron Fist just to watch the Defenders.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I hate being in the dark about things. Like,
No,
I hate not
understand.
knowing what's going on.
Well,
So I
that's
watched
reasonable.
all of Daredevil season 1 and 2. Daredevil was my favorite Marvel comic book character. Was my favorite comic book character before Batman came along.
Yep.
And then Batman came along, and then that was the end of the story. Watched Jessica Jones. Like, I knew a little bit about Jessica Jones, but not much. I didn't really think that
Why would they make a show about her?
Well, I didn't think Kristen Ritter was great as Jessica Jones. But then I saw it, and I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
You know, the first season, Luke Cage, great.
Yep.
Love Mark Coulter. Love him as Luke
he's
Cage.
great. He's
Fucking
great at Luke
fantastic.
Cage.
He
Fucking-
was born to be Luke
Yeah,
Cage.
he's fucking great.
Some
at Luke
people are
Cage.
just born to play a part.
Yeah.
He was born to be Luke Cage. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that this kind of happened.
Sorry,
towards
Michael
the beginning
Jai
of his
White.
career. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's true. Or Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
he had
no.
Blade. So.
Yeah, he had Blade.
So Yeah, Luke Cage first season, fantastic, loved it. Iron Fist, not so much. Defenders, great. I was
agree.
ready for more. I thought they did well.
Yeah.
You know, it was tough, and they've talked about how tough it was to bring all 4 of those people together organically and not make it feel like it was rushed.
Yeah.
And I think it took like 3 episodes before they actually all were in the same
Yep.
shot,
Which was
right?
fine.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
It was 8 episodes, which I've been campaigning for a while now.
I know
Make
you
these
have.
shows shorter.
I know you have.
Make these shows. I don't need 13 episodes. And I've seen a lot of comments about people saying there's a lot of fluff in these seasons. And I agree. Jessica Jones season 2 comes out. I wasn't a big fan.
It was okay.
It was all right.
It was interesting.
I can't remember a lot of what happened. Luke Cage season 2 comes out. You loved it.
I did.
I didn't love it all that much. I thought there was a lot of fluff. I thought there was a lot that we could have cut out.
Mm.
Didn't really know why it ended the way that it ended and where they were going to take it from here. But all right, well, I mean, I love the character. I love him. I'm in. I'm in for season 3.
I just want to say that I loved Reggie Cathy in it.
Yes, me too.
And it was like,
Yeah, that was his first thing. It was his last thing.
yeah,
right?
it was his last thing. Yeah.
Reggie Cathy, if you don't know, probably if you're not a Luke Cage fan, the thing you might remember him most from might be House of Cards.
House of Cards. He was in Oz as well.
He was in Oz. Who was he in Oz?
He was Querns.
He was in Oz. But if you are a child of the 80s/90s, you might also remember him from Square One.
I never saw Square One.
Oh, dude, it was the math show.
Oh,
You don't remember Square One? You never watched Square One?
I never watched Square
Dude.
One. Was he like the host?
No, well, it was like a kids' educational sketch show.
Oh, interesting.
It was very interesting.
Oh.
Him and who else? Phil Lamar, I think, was on it as well.
Really?
Oh, no, wait. Phil Lamar was on Mad TV, wasn't he?
Yeah, Phil Lamar was on that.
Phil Lamar might have also been on Square One.
Really?
I have to look into that. I'm not sure, but maybe it's possible.
Huh?
Have
I
to look
could
into
see
that.
it. I could see it.
But he definitely was in Square One.
Yes.
So yeah, and he passed away. I think before Luke
before it
Cage,
aired, yeah.
before it aired,
Yeah.
and that was his last thing. And they had a nice little.
Yeah, they had a nice little thing to it.
Yeah.
But he
Little tribute
plays
to
Luke
him.
Cage's dad.
He does.
in that, and does a very good job of it.
So all this to say, a couple of weeks ago, people have been wondering, well, what's going to happen next? What's the next Defenders? And Netflix says there is no plan for Defenders season 2. There never was a plan. It was always meant to be a limited series. And people said, yeah, sure, whatever. You still got these seasons going. We need to
Right.
see them again. Obviously, Danny Rand is best when he's with Luke Cage.
Yeah.
It was great to see Daredevil and how he interacted with Jessica Jones. And that was
Yeah.
fucking great. And seeing all these other characters, great. And blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. Everybody agreed. We've even said it on the show. Iron Fist was better when he was on Defenders with Luke
Yes,
Cage and their
absolutely.
banter. That's
Their
the best.
banter is great.
Absolutely.
One of the better episodes of Luke Cage season 2 is when
When
Danny
Iron Fist
Rand
was
was-
absolutely. I
yeah.
100% agree with you.
Yep.
So everybody was up in the air. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, no problem. They're gonna do Defenders season 2. Well, then they changed the Defenders Facebook page.
Oh, did they?
They did. It's not Defenders anymore. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's not Defenders. It's something else. Like it's just gone.
wow.
So they
I need
cancel.
to get a job at Netflix.
Well, you know people.
I know. I just need to do it. I need to pull the trigger and just do it.
Let's go.
All right.
3 years. We're moving. I'm going to California. Let's go.
California.
California. Here I come. So, fast forward to yesterday.
Hmm.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
Netflix cancels Luke Cage.
Yeah, that
There
one
is
shocked
no season 3 of Luke Cage.
me. That shocked me. That really, really shocked me. Like, I like when they said they canceled Iron Fist. Okay.
I think that's how everybody felt. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. It's
I
a
could
shame
see-
because it was starting to get better, but all right, we'll give you that one.
I
Netflix.
can see how you get there, but cancel Luke Cage.
They
I
can't-
mean,
Well, the thing that really
that
sucks
shit
too
was
is
good.
they were developing season 3.
right.
Like the showrunner was like, "Oh yeah, we've got these ideas."
Yeah,
you know,
we're writing some music.
Yeah, he
we're
was
doing
like,
this
"Hey,"
shit.
Mark Holter was like, "Oh yeah, we've got some great ideas for where Luke is going to go in season 3." Yada yada.
Yeah.
They were now the rumor is, or what I've heard, the reasoning behind the cancellation was creative differences, as is usually the case. They couldn't figure out a creative direction for season 3, so they canceled it. Now, everybody seems to think, we're all thinking and hoping that the cancellation of these 2 shows, because one of the things they said when they canceled Iron Fist was they hinted at Danny Rand coming back and being a player on some like cameos and other shows or
Yes.
other ways in the MCU,
Yes.
right? So we figured, oh, maybe he'll pop up in Luke Cage season 3, or maybe he'll pop up
Right.
in Jessica Jones, or maybe he and Daredevil will team up and do like a kung fu thing, whatever. But then they cancel Luke Cage, and they posted something to their Twitter page or Instagram page that said "Always Forward," which is a play on something that Luke Cage says, or forever for always forward,
Yeah.
or forward, whatever. It was a play on that. So it's kind of like one of those, similar to what Warner Brothers did with Superman. Like we're not doing Superman anymore, but we have a great relationship with Henry Cavill, and he plays a great part. And then Henry Cavill's agent comes out and
Right.
says, "Oh yeah, we've got a great relationship. He's not done yet. He wants to do it." And then Henry Cavill comes out with some Superman stuff. It's all very vague.
Yes.
Right. Netflix is doing the same thing. So the talk is maybe finally they're just going to take these two shows
Smash them together.
and make them heroes for hire.
Which wouldn't be terrible.
I think what they should have done is just made that announcement right away.
Yeah.
Or do you let the fan base sizzle
I think that's
and get
what it
worked
is.
up
Like,
and disappointed, and then you're like, we're not going to the zoo, kids, but
we're going to Disney.
we're going to Disney.
um,
And that might be another thing too. Are they canceling it because they're taking those characters back and they're going to do a Heroes for Hire on the Disney streaming service?
right. Like, I don't know. There's
think,
so many options.
I think the Disney streaming service is going to be PG-13. I don't think they're going to have anything hard like the Marvel series.
Yeah.
That's why I think, look, just sell all your R stuff, sell your Deadpool stuff to Netflix. Let Netflix stream Deadpool. Let Netflix stream all your, your Punisher, Daredevil, Blade, Ghost Rider, your dark corner of the MCU.
Right.
Because you're not going to want to do that.
No.
You don't. You don't want that on your streaming service. You don't want kids watching that. You know?
I don't know. They did a pretty good Ghost Rider on fucking network ABC.
That's true, but I think you can do one better.
No, I
A Ghost
agree.
Rider that can carry its own series.
Yes.
you know?
No, I agree.
So,
But I did like the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider on that show. I will say it was a weird highlight, like not something I anticipated on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was having a.
and I really wish that Marvel was on top of things and they would have just continued going. And,
Yeah.
they spent all that time, like, really building. I mean, they took the car to Comic-Con. They had fiery chains everywhere at Comic-Con that year. You built it up. You made it
maybe-
interesting. Maybe you make it into a series.
Maybe you'll get like a fucking a Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes series on the new Disney streaming service.
But do we want that on a Disney streaming service?
Well, here's the thing.
I don't.
I'm gonna. I think we might be getting ahead of ourselves, anticipating what it will be.
Okay,
like, it
so should we
could-
be talking about what it won't be?
Well, what I'm saying is like it could be Netflix worthy. Like if you want to compete with Netflix, you need to and to eliminate an entire section of movies that are now doing very, very well, or things that are do very, very well, it just doesn't make a lot of business sense. So I mean, yes, the idea that Disney does a Disney thing as the Disney brand, but it could be like a completely different branded service for it, or they may even make two services for it. You know what I mean? Like they could do, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the Disney with the fucking castle logo and everything. It could be like like they did with Buena Vista.
Yeah.
Like
You're right. Well, and if they
it could,
purchased,
God, it could be the Buena Vista app. Oh my God.
and if they purchased Fox, then you're gonna get a lot of that stuff. You're gonna get Die Hard
Yeah.
and Aliens.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking Family Guy. You get all that shit. Like that's not like
Is that owned by Fox?
yeah. I thought so.
Because I didn't think because Simpsons isn't going over there. Simpsons is staying at Fox, the television show. They're the television station.
Well, they bought Fox TV.
No.
No.
They bought Fox, but like the news and the sports,
Right.
like that's all. They bought the studio.
And the TV station.
'Cause
Fox-
I don't think that they did.
Oh yeah, because Fox News and Fox Sports are two different stations.
Sure. Yes, you're right.
So, but like they own all the entertainment, like Fox assets.
You are correct.
I like that part. But yeah, like it could, like they could be like we could be way off on this. So they could be doing like a very, all ages type of thing, especially with the influx of like this all ages stuff that's doing really well financially.
Right.
It's not just PG. Like, people are mad when PG-13 stuff exists now, because you can make money with R. Like, you can make money with a fucking hard R. Wolverine proved you can make a good movie.
Deadpool did first.
Yeah, and Deadpool, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And that's all stuff they own now. And to throw that out with, throw that baby out with the bathwater, I don't know.
You're right. Well, then let's get back to, the Marvel shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, Daredevil season 3 just started streaming this
just
past
started
Friday.
watching it. Yep.
I
watched all of it?
Well, no. So the girlfriend is finishing up season 2. She was actually in the middle of it.
Okay.
She'd watched The Defenders because she's a Jessica Jones fan.
Oh, yes.
She never watched. I don't think she ever watched Luke Cage, but she started watching Daredevil. She was a huge Jessica Jones fan. She watched The Defenders, so she knows where Daredevil is in this storyline.
Yes.
But she's finishing up season 2. I think she might have watched The Punisher too.
Oh, Punisher's so good.
No,
And
which
they made a season
Sure.
2 for that.
Yeah. But anyway, she's finishing up. She's got 2 episodes left of season 2, and then we'll watch season 3 together. But I did, and I confessed this to her, so she's not hearing this for the first time if she's listening. I did watch the first episode yesterday. I couldn't fucking wait, man.
Right.
I couldn't wait.
You.
Like, Daredevil's my thing, dude. This is my Marvel guy.
Yeah. No, I get
So I did watch it, but I gotta wait. She's got 2 episodes. She's actually probably at home right now watching one of them.
Just
at least.
burning through them.
Yeah,
so,
hopefully. So we want to watch it, but it has gotten a lot of critical acclaim.
Yep.
I've heard that Bullseye's introduction and background is like one of the best in the MCU, which I find hard to believe, especially with what we just saw with Killmonger and Black Panther.
Right.
But it's getting huge critical acclaim. People are already wanting season 4. It's only been out for a day, but season 4 already.
Yep.
Jessica Jones season 3, I believe, is already in production.
All right.
It's either in production or pre-production. I think that they're already in front of the cameras. Punisher season 2 just wrapped filming.
Yep.
So that should be coming out early 2019,
which I'm excited about.
Which I'm very excited about. I love Frank Castle, love Punisher,
John
love
Bernthal
John Bernthal. He's great.
Yeah.
But I think one of the telling, whatever happens next, whatever move they make next is going to give us a little bit more insight. So we can look. Part of our show here is to create content and talk about interesting things.
Yeah.
Speculation on what could be happening is interesting.
Yes.
But we can't really make a strong speculation until the next thing happens.
Yeah.
Whether that be they cancel Jessica Jones,
yeah,
or I would say if anything's going to get canceled next, it would probably have to be Daredevil, because that is just out now, and there's nothing. They don't have to promote that being out. They don't have to push that.
Yeah.
If you cancel Punisher before Punisher comes out,
yeah, no one's going to watch Punisher.
No. If you cancel Jessica Jones while it's in production, unless you halt production, you could do that.
And
I think that would tell us what they're planning on doing. Yeah. I hear this news and I think about the theme parks and Universal and Disney and Islands of Adventure, and are they trying to prevent that from happening? Are they trying to make sure that they have creative control
all
over
the assets,
every
that they
asset,
need.
exactly, everything.
Get their ducks in a row.
Don't give anything else away. Get everything back in house so we can control everything and make as much money. as possible.
I mean, and I understand that, like, especially since they have all these Marvel characters like right across the street that they can't use. They're just like, hey, what's up? Comic book Wolverine here. Pew pew pew. Universal for life. Yeah, bitch. Fuck you.
And it really is sad when it is like 1990s comic book Wolverine.
Oh God, they come out on the little like cars and shit, or the bikes. Oh God, it is so 90s.
Or the Green Goblin from like the animated series.
Yeah.
They did their best to like update the Spider-Man ride, make it CG, which is great. It looks great, but it's still very much 90s comic book.
Their content. Yeah, they can't get new content.
Yeah.
I think eventually they'll get starved out.
They will. Oh, absolutely. It might be a while.
Yeah.
But
you can ride that pretty far.
But I mean, they might be doing it to themselves with everything we talked about last week with the Universal, with all the theme park stuff coming up.
Yeah.
With all of the Nintendo stuff, more Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts coming with the mix. Jurassic World.
You're gonna see that as just real estate at some point.
Absolutely.
Be like, that's just dirt. We could put so many other things on. But first things first. That fucking lame ass Toon World will go. that
There's
will
no
go.
talk about that. There's no talk about them
Why
doing anything
is
with
that
that.
still a thing?
I don't know, dude. I don't
what
know.
are those?
The rides aren't bad though.
Then reskin the rides.
That's been my argument for years now about the Marvel universe.
I know. I have the same
Reskin it with
argument.
DC,
Yeah,
man. I would love to see that Spider-Man ride be a Batman ride.
Yeah.
Easy
Yeah.
done tomorrow.
Yeah,
Hulk,
sure.
Superman, done.
Done. No, dude, we've been there.
I know. I'm just pissed about it.
I know, but that what I'm saying is like, if they reskin the fucking old Toon Place,
Right.
like reskin the fucking BC guys, or I don't even.
What
I
do
don't
you reskin that? Well, okay, so let's just jump into speculation here. What would you reskin the cartoon lagoon, the Toon Lagoon rides?
which one
as?
is that? The
So
log
you've got
flume?
you've got the log ride, which is the Dudley Do Right log ride.
Yep.
Ripsaw Falls. You've got the other water ride there. That's
I don't even ride them.
it's the Popeye one. It's like the water ride that's at Busch Gardens.
Oh yeah,
The raft thing.
Oh,
the
yeah,
river rapid thingy. So they've got that's all Popeye themed. And then all the rest of it is there's a big theater there that hasn't been used in years. I don't even remember what it was used
right,
for.
right.
And you've got all of these restaurants and shops and everything. But the only thing that really the two rides are the Popeye ride
And the Ripsaw.
and it's water based. So what could you do?
Water-based floaties. I mean, honestly, like that's where I would have put a fucking Jurassic Park thing.
Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the water stuff, like it's already built there. I would say go with that.
Yeah, but they're not. So
They're not,
what
no.
else? What else could you put there? You know what actually would make more sense?
Mm.
So just continuing on with my theme of reskinning everything DC.
Mm-hmm. Aquaman.
Exactly.
Aqualand.
Because it's right next door.
yeah.
If
No,
you've
yeah.
ever been to Universal, you know that Toon Lagoon is right next door to Marvel Land.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
that's
you
true.
just expand it
Yeah.
and you make that theater like a Justice League stunt show.
Yep.
Right?
That'd be cool. Yep.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, it'd be very cool.
Now, here's the thing about that, though.
Yeah.
Because Warner Brothers doesn't have their shit together.
What?
It might not make sense for, like, okay, if you had the option,
I'm listening.
you can make money off of Marvel or you can make money off of DC. Which would you do right now?
I see your argument.
Right?
I absolutely see your
If
argument.
Justice League had hit it at the box office, if it was half as loved as everything that comes out of Marvel is,
Jesus.
you know,
Even the bad stuff at Marvel is still a little more loved than
it's true.
people are like, that Inhumans was terrible, but it's way better than Justice
Way
League.
better than Justice League.
Yeah.
So I
Actually,
think
I don't think that's true
I
at
think
all.
that might be a problem too. I think if you could have, if and all the controversy that's surrounding, well, not controversy, but all the things that are going on with like the DC universe and comics right now. I mean, the biggest thing was DC showed Batman's penis or something like that.
What?
Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, I try to stay away from it because I saw it and I rolled my eyes like I can't even with
I
these
gotta
comic
find
book
that
guys
out.
anymore.
I gotta look at fucking.
But there's so many
Batman
things like
dick.
there's different like timelines and there's different things
because they're
going
doing
on.
a whole Watchmen thing now.
Right,
aren't
they got the Watchmen thing going on.
Yeah.
They've got the Flashpoint, the new 52. Now it's the old 52. Now in 52 was like the number of titles they had, but then it wasn't 52. It was more. It was less. They're canceling books left and right. They can't like the publishing. They're trying to do their best to make things happen so people are buying the books. But I think
Right.
ultimately they're killing the comic book brand of these
Yes.
characters.
Yeah, that's fair.
The brand of these characters is in the merchandising and in the movies now.
Batman the Flamethrower.
The kids love that.
The
one.
kids love that one.
So yeah, I think it's Warner Brothers' fault that
Yeah.
Disney doesn't have, and really like that's that if they get their shit together, like think about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna put our movies in the Universal theme parks.
Oh yeah.
And that's going to just extend the excitement, extend the dollars in our pockets. We need to get our fucking movies right.
Yeah.
We need to get our universe right. Don't
Yeah.
even need to make universe anymore. Just make a Wonder Woman movie. Make an Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't say that you're not going to make any Superman movies. Superman's the most popular, probably the most popular comic book hero in the world, most recognizable
Easily.
hero in the world, and
Yeah.
you're not going to make movies.
Yep.
You're gonna make Supergirl.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Uh-oh.
We've said on this show before how
Uh-oh.
huge of fans we are of women who kick ass. Are we not?
Don't let me into this tirade.
But are we not?
Yes.
We love women who kick ass.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
It's not going to be bad.
No, this is gonna be bad.
It's not going to be bad. I think Warner Brothers is trying to.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be bad.
I think Warner Brothers is trying too hard.
Oh, here it is.
To stop. I know you know what I'm going to say,
I know. That's why I'm.
but you need to stop, like, because you're making it worse.
It is the best part.
It's you're just making it worse.
Yeah.
I think Warner Brothers is trying too hard to be PC about the movies that they make. They're-
Goddamn social justice warriors.
Hey, the Social Justice League. Dave is on the floor. I've never said anything to Dave that made him laugh so hard that he fell out of his chair and laughed on the floor.
Shit.
The Social Justice League.
Oh God, dude. If we didn't run our own show, I think we would be canceled right now.
Come on, dude.
Come. I mean, I think it's funny.
It's funny.
But
That's why I said it.
yeah,
I'm not serious about it.
I know.
But I
know.
really do think that they're trying to be a little bit too PC. I think that's why they're shifting their focus to Supergirl and Batgirl. And I love these characters. I want to see these characters. Nobody wants to see a Batgirl movie more than me. I think I was the first one to say when Joss Whedon was going to be doing a Batgirl movie.
Oh yeah,
Brilliant, fucking brilliant.
I love the idea.
Brilliant idea, man. If anybody can make women kick ass on
Jesus,
film,
I would watch
it's
a
him.
fucking Oracle movie. I don't give.
I would watch
shit.
an Oracle movie.
Yeah,
Dude, just where she's like a computer hacker.
yeah,
That would be awesome.
yeah.
That would be
pretty good.
really awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would watch shit out of an Oracle.
I would watch
movie.
the shit out of it. It didn't even have to be an action movie. It could be
Yeah.
it could be a political thriller.
Like several, like what they did with the second fucking Captain America.
Yes, but with less action.
Yes. Yeah.
I totally think that could
Yeah.
dude, that would be awesome.
yeah.
And just a little
That was
cameo.
that was such a good movie.
Just a little Batman cameo. Hell, even put like Dick in it, like as a former love interest. Dick Grayson, Robin, Richard Grayson. You're such a dick.
Oh, that's a soundbite too.
You're
Hell,
such a
just
Richard
put a little
Grayson.
dick in it.
Here was my point though. I wasn't saying this because I wanted to, get on the topic. It doesn't bother me that they're doing it.
Right.
It doesn't bother me at all that they're trying to make these movies
No.
that are driven by females because it needs to happen.
Yes.
And in the past when we've seen it, it's been good, i.e. Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh God.
But
yes.
let's not take the most recognizable, iconic superhero in the known world.
You don't have to take him out for that movie to be
You
good.
don't have to take him out.
No, I agree with that.
You don't. It doesn't kill. If anything, it just helps the brand.
Yeah.
You can have Superman and have him be a part of. Obviously, Supergirl doesn't exist without Superman.
Yes. Yes.
It's because he was here first,
yes.
and then she comes along,
Yes.
right?
Which is, I would like to say that there has been a standalone Supergirl movie.
Absolutely, there has.
Yeah. Which was not awful.
Did you don't watch Supergirl the show?
No, I do not.
Did I tell you that the chick who played Supergirl in the movie plays Supergirl's adoptive Earth mother?
No.
on the show?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and then Dean Cain plays her adopted dad.
Oh.
hmm
Kane.
Yeah. Yep. Superman and Supergirl are married on Supergirl, the
It's a
show.
little weird, but all right.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
yeah.
I,
So
did,
she plays.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
oh,
the
that's
chick who played
badass.
the '80s Supergirl movie. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's really cool.
I mean, it's like having a Wesley James Wesley.
Yes.
What is his
Wesley
name?
Shipp,
Wesley Shipp. Thank you.
Yep.
Play the dad on
which is
oh,
I mean the same. It's the
Same type of thing.
Arrowverse.
Yep,
It's
yep,
the Arrowverse.
yep.
So absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's great. No, I did not know that. I don't want Supergirl. Like the funny thing is, like I'll keep up with it. Like
Mhm.
I'll read like
Know what's going on?
yeah, plot synopsis.
Brainiac is on the series now.
Oh,
Brainiac 2000 whatever.
Oh, the
good
love
one.
interest.
The Legion.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yes, yeah.
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 Yep.
The Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah. She
Brainiac.
met a boy. What's his name?
Yeah, Brainiac.
Brainiac.
Yeah, he's not a love interest in the show.
Oh, he's not.
though. No, I don't think he will
Oh.
be. I don't know.
Because he was a love interest in the cartoon.
He was.
Yeah,
Yes,
which
which
is
is why
great.
she went to the future.
Yeah.
Obviously, she can't go to the future just yet because
Yeah,
they
that'd
don't
be
have that
weird.
kind of budget.
Yeah, they don't. They
So.
don't. No, they do.
Maybe
not.
for an episode.
yeah, maybe
not
for an
for an entire
episode.
series,
Yeah,
no.
no, it would not work that way.
So yes, I blame Warner Brothers and their lack of DC content, good content, for the reason why we can't have nice things at Universal Studios.
Well, not that there aren't nice things in Universal Studios,
No, there are very nice things.
but like that X-Men land is like fucking 90s.
That's the problem, is that it is X-Men land.
Fucking X-Men land.
And
is-
X-Men
yeah.
was huge in the 90s.
Yeah, the
and
early aughts.
Right, it's not Avengers land, which
No.
it could be. It should be.
Yeah.
But it's not. It should be
Fucking-
Avengers land over in fucking Disney, because
Yeah.
Disney's got all that shit.
It's hilarious because like all the things they put in there as like cameos are now like mega hits. Like you have Daredevil, Matt Murdock's office is just like a little plaque when it should have like its own ride.
Amen.
Yes. No, I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I'm with you.
You know what? I agree with you.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey,
You know what?
what?
I agree with me too.
No, you should.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna leave it
should.
right there. I think we're out of time.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yep. So yeah, that's what's happening. We'll keep up to speed on all of this stuff, and we can report it to you, so you guys don't have to waste your life
Yeah.
on the internet.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, Dave.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.